Thank you, Rishabh. I'll take it from here. Hello, friends. Welcome to this webinar. And my name is Jaya Krishnan, and I'll be the host for the day. So let's see the query that we have today. So today's query is based on date. Now, that's one of the painful area that many of the people encounter when they are working with dates. So as John requires to convert a normal date format into the format something that looks like Jan 19. So let's see how we can do that. So I'll open the Excel file that I have created under this webinar folder. There it is. And this is the file on which we'll be working for today. Now, as we can see, there are some random dates over here. I wish to get the day, month, year, and the one format that we are looking out for. So this will be an add-in because this is also something that we do use day in, day out when we are making MIS reports or maybe dashboards and whatnot. But the thing is, normally we do these things in manual. And also, as you can see that John has actually used a lot of formulas like left, right, mid, and many more maybe to get those answers, and which is actually a tedious task. So let's see how to convert these dates into a format that's easy for getting results or reports, or to generate monthly result, quarterly result, yearly result, and so on. So we will be doing these 4 parameters. The others can be done by practice. So first, let's see weekday. So let's see which day is this particular date. That is 18th of October 2018. To get that result, normally we tend to go with the formula called week number or weekday, depending on what the answer. Now currently the one that I'm looking at will be derived from weekday. So as we can see in this formula, that it gives us an explanation that the result that it will be declaring is from 1 to 7, where 1 will be standing for Sunday and 7 which will be representing Saturday. So this is not something that I'm expecting. Rather, I wish to have a Sunday, Monday written directly. For that, we'll be using a formula called text. Once the formula is entered, we'll select the first parameter, that's value, and the value for the formula is the day that we have, that is the date. So we'll select the date which has the day into it, comma. Now the formatting type, or rather as mentioned in the formula, that is format text. Here we have to specify which format or which output are we looking out for. So we want days. So whenever a user is entering any parameter, it has to be mentioned in double quotations. So once the double quotations is put up, then let's put the parameter that we want. If I go with single D, close the quotations, close the brackets, and press an enter, I do get the answer called 18. That's the day. Let me drag it down, and there it is. It extracts the day for me. But what if I change the formula and I increase one more D? So as I increase it, for the initial, none of the answer will change because both the numbers are being displayed. But do check in the 7th row. Currently, it's only single digit. And as soon as I double click, it becomes 07. So it becomes a proper formatted data. Now that's for double D. Let's try another one. Say rather than double D, I go with triple. Now that's the magic. As you can see, it gives me the result that this particular day, that is 18th of October 2018, is actually Thursday. Let's find out the others as well. So as soon as I double click, there it is. I do have the results across. Now, if I want the full form, it's simple. We just have to add one more D. And there it is. The results are fine. In short, what I wish to say is, you can have one D, and from there on, you can go till 4 Ds, which gives you multiple results. Now let's try the same for month as well. Again, the formula will be the same. So let's repeat. So equals to text. I'll select the date over here, comma, again in double quotations. If I want the single number, that is October as a number over here, I'll just put in M, close the quotations, close the bracket, enter. Where D stands for days and it's date, and M stands for month. So as soon as I drag it, it gives me the month. So 10, 11, 1, 6, 1 and 3 as per the months. Again, the rule remains the same. So if I double click and go with double M, wherever the double digits are there, it remains the same. But as soon as I double click, wherever the single digits are there, it gets converted into a formatted number. That is 0, 1, so on and so forth. Now, as you can see, the numbers which is aligned to the left. In short, this is something, or these cells are not considered as numbers because all the text in MS Excel is by default aligned to the left. So some formula may not accept these number 10 as an actual number. For them, it's just a text. So do remember when you're using the formula text. Let's continue with our process. So I'll increase one more M, and there it is. It gives me the shorter version. And last but not the least is 4 times M. So just press another M, and that is. As you can see, the results are out. Now comes the year part. Now year, it's a bit different altogether. Again, I'll use a formula called text. I select the date, comma, and double quotation. Now this time I'll be using Y. That's for years. So if I drag it, as we always go with 2 digits, so it's not a problem. But if I go with double Y, it still remains the same. Now, if I go for the third one, now the answer does vary. And the same answer will be there for 4 times as well. So do remember, for years, you can either go with 2 Ys or 4 Ys. Now comes the result that we are looking out for. For that, we will use the same function called text. Again, I'll use the date. But this time, I'm not going to use the single parameters of D, M, Y. I'm rather going to combine them into one formula to get a result that I desire. So I open the quotations. Now, in the example that was requested, it's the month first, that is a shorter version. So for the shorter version of month, we do require M, but only 3 times. Then there was a dash. So I put a minus symbol, and then I just needed the last 2 years. So I'll just go with double Y. And there it is. So once I'm done, I simply close the quotations. I close the bracket and press an enter. So as John required the output, let's check the output. So as John required the output of Jan 2019, so we have the results accordingly. So based on the change in the dates, automatically the data will also change. Let's give it a try. So here, as of now, it's 2018. Let's make it 2019. It's a different month. Say I'll go with November, my favorite month. That's because my birthday comes in November. And a random date, so I'll go to 10. And there it is. It gets converted automatically. Now, this is not the entire, or this is not the only result we can try out. Let's try another example as well. So I guess, John, your query is being solved. So if you wish to get the result, just try with triple M dash 2 times 1. Now let's try some mix match. So in this one, or rather in this example, I'm gonna use all these 3 options. That is weekdays, then day, month, and year. So what I wish to see is, rather than just saying 10th November 2019, I wish to say as Sunday, 10th November 2019, the entire. So first I need to see the weekday. So I'll go with triple D. That gives me the shorter version of the day. Then I'll put a comma. which actually separates the parameter. Now, this particular comma and the comma inside the formula is altogether different. The comma in the formula is a separator, and the comma inside the double quotation is just for display. Now I want the day, so I'll go with double D dash triple M because I need the shorter version of the month dash, and I need the entire year, so I'll go with 4 times 1, and there it is, the result that I'm expecting. So let's enter, and that's how our bill date and voucher date appears. So once I'm done, I simply can drag it down and I get the relevant results. So I have combined both the trick and the question in this particular webinar. So I hope guys you like this. If there is any such queries also, please feel free to mail us at hello@yodalearning.com. Do visit our website and do also visit to our YouTube channel. See you in the next webinar. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Keep practicing. Back to your show.